So you've received your pattern and it's come as a PDF. So before you go ahead and print the whole thing, just print page 1, and we're just going to measure the test square first and then make sure that it is 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters, and this is great. So once you've done that, lovely. So when you print, make sure you print I think it's 100%, so don't do fit to page size. It's all got different terms on different printers, but basically print 100% of the actual size. Then print the rest of it, and here's one I've got earlier. So already, let me show you the tools that I'm going to use, just so you can gather them and we can do it together if that's easier for you. So I use sellotape, but I use the zero plastic one, and I use a ruler with a rotary cutter for cutting the edges, or a pair of scissors. It's quicker with a rotary cutter, but if you don't have one, scissors is absolutely fine. At the top of each page there's a reference number, so that is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 and so on. So it goes along, the top row is A, second row is B, and with the same number sequence, 1 to 6 on each row. So when you're putting it together, you know how to place each one. And if you get in a muddle, sometimes the sheets get muddled when they're printing, just use these references, reorder it, and it's really quick to get back on track. Lovely. And we're going to put the rule along the grey thick dotted line on the edge of the page. And when we cut, we're only going to cut the right hand side and the bottom edge of all of the sheets. That way you've got something to stick the previous sheet to. I'll show you in a moment. One at a time. If you take, I'm not sure how many my rotary cutter will manage. I'm going to do, it's about 5. Then use these clips and just clip them, because you're only going to cut the right hand side and the bottom edge. Clip them together, and then do a bundle. My rotary cutter is a bit blunt. Let me use old trusty scissors to finish that off. Can you see the diamond in the middle? I'm matching that up, and the dotted line as well. The middle, and the diamond at the top, the diamond at the bottom. The diamonds help actually with angle, so if you've cut maybe slightly more off the bottom than the top, or the other way around, then that really helps. And here's some sellotape I've cut earlier. So I put my finger onto the join first, and then put the sellotape down on top. And that way it doesn't move, because sometimes tape is a bit static, so it can lift things as you're working. So we've got a B1 and a B2. So as you can see, they've got this little edge that's going to go underneath, and then do the diamonds at the corners as well. Make sure they're matching. There we go. We are good to go. I'm going to show you, once you've done this, so it's exactly the same. You just cut the right edge and the bottom edge off each of the pieces and then match them together. So we've got C1 and C2. So there you go. It is very, very straightforward. Don't be put off by the number of pages. Just methodically go through, just following the numbers, and you'll get there in no time at all.